Well, happy April 1st, dreamers. Well, no tomfoolery today. We are not joking around when we mean that it's time to start thinking about your garden. And today, to coordinate with our latest release, which includes the watering pail, our little tote, and the My Garden seed basket, which you're probably seeing a video of right now, we included, or Ron designed, a beautiful little card. Well, it's perfect for a little sentiment, but also, again, to coordinate with the rest of the bundle. It's got a little pocket for a nice seed, a pack of seeds, I should say, a packet of seeds. So really simple, actually. I already have everything cut out, obviously, and pre-folded, and we're just going to jump right in here. This is the card base. I've already pre-folded, obviously, the base here, and we're going to begin by taking this cutout here, these beautiful leaves, and we're just going to glue this right to the center. I want to make sure that we line this up, and actually, you know what I forgot to do? I'm just going to hit this, the inside, with a little bit of ink, and actually, no, I'm not, because that's going to be tucked away. So anyway, there are some little indicators and some markers on the front of the card to help you make sure that you get it aligned correctly. They kind of just fit snugly into the little dips here where the leaves begin. Okay, so we just want to make sure that we're using those to help us, well, accurately put this in place so it looks nice and symmetrical. So we can begin by just getting our glue on our cutout here, and I did ink some of these pieces. I'll tell you where and what colors in just a moment here, just to kind of jazz it up a little bit. It's a simple little card that won't take long at all. I'm anticipating that this will probably take less than 10 minutes to assemble. So we just took a little extra time to add a little bit of inking to it. Now you want to make sure that this little doohickey up here is on the left side. Actually, this one's on the left side too. Wait a second. But we want it pointing this way. So it's this little dingle thingy is on the right-hand side. That's what it's called. I think that's the actual term for it, a doohickey dongle thingy. Okay. So we're going to get that in place, make sure that's nice and flat. And we have 2 layers of flowers that are going to go right on top of this. You can see here we've got a larger layer and a smaller layer. And all I'm going to do with this to give it a little bit of dimension is take my dowel and just curl it. I'm just going to curl that just to kind of make that pop a little bit. And that way it's not all just flat. It looks like a real flower. It's alive, basically. So I'm just taking it and I'm squeezing this and just holding it between my dowel, and then I'm just kind of curling it like you would curl your hair with a curling iron, kind of, I think. Something like that. Okay, so that's going to go right on here. What I would probably do is position this so that these 2 petals here are kind of overlapping the leaves. I guess it really doesn't matter, but anyway, we're going to start by just putting a nice thin little line of glue right around the center here. You don't need to put it on the actual petals because those are, obviously we just trained them and we want them to be standing up. So just get enough glue to anchor this to the card itself, and obviously you're using the little circle there in the center as your guide for placement. Okay, that looks nice. Just press that down right there. And we're going to do the same thing with this guy here. Just going to curl the petals like so. Very quick and simple, and of course, as always, there is an envelope that we've included. So same thing with this, just a nice thin little line of glue around the inside, around that circle. Okay, and when we place this down, we want to offset it. So you don't want to put the petals on top like that. You want to create as much dimension here by offsetting it and kind of centering it like so. Okay, and the cool thing about this card is that it will showcase the beautiful seed packet that we're going to put in there. Now once this is dry, we can certainly take and kind of bend these up a little bit more to create even more dimension and separation from the previous layer. Okay, so very simple, just nice and easy, just kind of lift it up. I'll probably wait a little bit for the glue to dry before I play with it anymore. And the inside, again, we have a little pocket. Now I've already inked and pre-folded everything. You'll notice that there are 3 tabs. And you'll also notice that it probably came through better on the back, but it is visible inside here. There are little markers to help with the positioning of this, just to make sure that we've got it in the right spot. Okay, so with this, all we need to do is get our glue on the tabs and go kind of easy, but we are going to want to make sure that we kind of spread this glue out all the way to the perimeters here so that we get a nice flat end result here, and that it's not gonna, just come flying off. Okay, so again, I'm using the little guides down here to get the corners into place, and then once those are in place, just make sure that you have to kind of nudge your, get in there. That's pretty good. And just press that into place. And then we've also included this little piece here. And if you take a look in your extras folder, you'll notice that we've also included a print to cut version. So if you want to do print to cut, there's a beautiful caption. It says Bloom and Grow. And that is a reference to an old film with Julie Andrews by the name of, what is it called? Oh geez, The Sound of Music, that's it. And there's a beautiful song in that film called Edelweiss, and it's where the caption is Bloom and Grow. Bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss. I'm sure a lot of you know it. Anyway, so there are a couple little markers here for this piece. Again, if you do the print and cut, that's fine. If not, if you're not going to do the print and cut, you can simply just glue this down, and then you've got a great little area for stamping or for journaling, whatever you want to write. If you want to write a little message, whatever you want to do. But again, we have included the optional caption, which I want to print that out and just put it on top of this. I am having some issues with my Cameo right now, so I'm going to worry about that later. Just want to get this video out to you guys. And that looks good. And then of course, like I mentioned, we've got, let's see what flower is going to look good in here. You just pop your little flower packet in there, like so. The caption should be just about here. So that is ready to go. And then the cool part of this, like I said, is you'll be able to see it from the outside like that, whatever you decide to put in there. I think this one might be a little more bold and pretty, just like that. So anyway, well, and no card would be complete when it comes to Dreamin' Tree without a matching envelope, which I have here in front of me. I've already pre-folded everything, and we do have a beautiful little envelope flap here, and we're going to put this paper behind it just to kind of create a two-tone effect. So we'll want to get our glue around the perimeter of our envelope here, around the flap, and then I would just put a couple little dots on some of these little areas there. And we'll take this, and what I like to do is just kind of slide it right up to the little crease there, and then just kind of push it up and into place like so. Kind of want to get it centered as accurately as you can. And that's what our front is going to look like. Of course, we're going to kind of dazzle this a little bit with some bling, maybe some pearls or rhinestones. But to finish this envelope up, you simply want to take the two side flaps, and we're going to put just a tiny little bit of glue right along the inner edges here of the two flaps, and then close it up. I'm going to hold that in place for just a moment. And then, of course, since this is dimensional, if you put it in an envelope, it will probably flatten it out a little bit, and that's okay. It'll still maintain some of its training, and it'll still look great. So don't be overly concerned. And obviously, if you don't want to make the envelope, you can hand deliver it, and then you won't run into that issue. So that's it, guys. Very simple. And again, if you're making one of the 3 items from our garden goodies bundle, a great little coordinating card to go along with it. And that is it. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the process. If you did, head on over to our YouTube channel and hit that subscribe button. That lets me know that you enjoy hanging out with me and crafting with me. And also, while you're there, hit that little bell so that you get notifications anytime we release a freebie like the one today. And if you make this or anything from our garden goodies bundle, we'd love to see it. And so would the almost 20,000 dreamers that inspire us daily. So head on over to your Facebook and do a search for Dreaming Tree Group, or you can use the little link that you see here. I believe it's 3dsvg.me/group, and that will do it. I'm gonna get a newsletter out, and I am gonna go play in the dirt today because it's a very nice day. And I hope you guys get outside, in your yards at least, a little bit today or in the coming weeks, because we're experiencing a warm-up finally. So anyway, happy first day of April, and I look forward to crafting with you again.